I did pre-order for about 3 years. And if there's anyone that should advise you about pre-order business, I am the one. Grab your popcorn because it is about to be a movie. If you presently do a pre-order business or you plan to add pre-order to your business model, this video is for you. A short story. When I was selling bags, shoes, sandals, slippers, fashion items in general, the collection started with fashion item bags. Later on, because of some leading I got, I moved to gift item. And I am glad I did. That was one of the best decisions I have made. I actually started small in school. My first importation, I think I imported with about 30,000 naira minus clearing fee. So at a point, more customers were asking for products, but I did not have the money to bring them in. So I was like, okay, since I know how to import already and I have access to pictures in China, why not post this picture on my status? When people want it, they pay and they collect their item when it's available. As at that time, delivery time frame from China to Nigeria is around 10 days. Yeah, at times it even takes 7 days. I ship with flight. Air flight takes just 7 days. I got into the business. I started taking pictures. It was going well. Sincerely, the start was not bad. It wasn't bad at all. I give them 2 to 3 weeks for time frame of the delivery. So the first one came to time, second one came to time, third one came to time, fourth one came to time. But one day something happened. That was about the fifth or sixth pre-order. We ordered these goods. I think the goods I bought was about 400,000. That was the time I was going to buy something up to that. I used to buy 100k a year, 70k a year. It wasn't my money. It was people's money. Oh, I want 3. I want 2. This good was well above 400,000. Once it was 10 days, I was expecting the goods because that's like the range. 10 days, nothing from the shipping company. 2 weeks, nothing. 3 weeks, nothing. Hey, that 3 weeks was when my face started. This time I was in school. So I was in school and I was so scared. I was in my part 5. I was preparing for my test. I'm like, oh my God, this good had not arrived. What's happening? Week 3, this good did not come. Week 4, this good did not come. By the 4th week, trust me, you don't know what I was going through. When it did not come week 2, I just told people, oh, by next week it will come. I was so sure because next week, maximum, it should come. So the next week I promised came, the good was not ready. Week 4, I said next week again. Next week it will come. So sorry. This is the second time I am giving next week. The second next week came, the goods was not available. I called the shipping company. They said, oh, it's on transit. Keep calm. Week 5, I did not see my goods. Oh my God. 5 weeks, something that takes 10 days. Now, 35 days, I have not seen my goods. Oh, low. This money is not my money. This money is for other people. And at the time, I do not have savings worth 400,000 naira to repay these people. I was just starting business, not even up to 2 years. I do not have savings. I was like, what do I do? Then I knew someone that she bought goods worth, I think, above 500,000 and the goods got missing. And she told me. So I'm like, hey, I hope this goods is not missing. So I started having fear, panic. Anytime I wake up, I sleep with fear and I wake up with fear. That pre-order took away my peace of mind. Anytime I wake up and I turn on my data, people be like, where's my slippers? Where's my bag? This is 4 weeks. I'm tired. What kind of this is this? What kind of behavior? People were saying different things. I get it. It is their money. The promise I gave was based on my own former experience. I did not know something was going to happen. So I was already thinking that maybe this goods is missing. Week 5, I carried my bag. I came home because I was working at the time and I was living alone. So I felt like, let me go to my family. Friday, let me go home. On Monday, I'll come back to school, even Tuesday. But that time, mentally, I was so exhausted. I was living alone. I really did not see someone to talk to. Like, I just went home. When I got home, I broke down. I cried. Like, oh, Mimi, oh, Jamie, oh, and I started crying. My mom said, oh, Lumba. I can never forget that day. Honestly, I just broke down because I had it up to a year. I did not know what I could do. So one thing I have learned is when it comes to pre-order, it takes away your peace. If you value your peace so much, do not do pre-order. You might have been doing it and the goods come in the right time and everything. The day is going to change for you. And this is not me being negative. I'm talking to you from a personal experience. That was one of my challenging and vulnerable time doing business. I was praying for my test. My test is coming up in like 2 weeks, but mentally my head is not stable. And that was my final year. If I fail the course, that is extra year. You don't get it. I was struggling to read and assimilate. At the same time, people were dragging me. Some were even saying, I'll go and post it on Insta blog. When did I start business that you want to go and post me on blog? When did I start that you want to give me bad name? So I was really in between a lot of things and all that. I got home that day, I broke down, I cried. My mom was like, come here. My mom hugged me. My younger sister, Yomideto, was like, don't worry, sis, everything will be fine. See, you need good people around you. You need good support system. If both of them, family will offend each other now. No matter what they do wrong for me, see that gesture, that one gesture, among a lot of things they've done, I hold it dear to my heart. My sister was like, don't worry, your good will come, and it's coming before you leave Ibadan. Have it in mind that I came home for the weekend. I plan to leave on Monday. My sister was like, don't worry, your good will come. I say, amen. That day we did vigil in our house. I'm telling you, we did vigil Friday night. Oh no, wow. My mom was like, "Kọjọ ọmọ mi gbọ́dọ̀ dé." Lè san gbèsè Olúwa. Lè san gbèsè. I could not even pray again because I was just tired. Everyone prayed for me, and God be praised. That goat came in Saturday evening. I got a text message that your goat is ready. Omo, everyone was jumping up. I was jumping. My mom was jumping. We were so happy. We were sincerely so happy, and that was the first phase of pre-order I had. That was a very bad one. It took more than 5 weeks for that goods to come. Close to 6 weeks. That's more than a month. So aside that challenge, the first issue I had with pre-order business is what you ordered and what you got. Now, you could see a picture of a bag. It is quite big, and the picture they used in advertising it is big. I reposted that same picture on my WhatsApp status, and by the time it came, the item is very small. Because someone will be saying, oh, this is so small. This is not what I want. Blah, blah, blah. As at the time, I do not know that there's somewhere where I can check the measurements. So later on, I understood how to check the measurement. And then I would post and say, this is a small bag, it's a mini bag, it's a big bag, and all that. So that was out of the way. The other challenge I had is quality control. You cannot control the quality. At times, I would post an item. In my head, I feel like, okay, cost price and everything of this item is 6,000. Let me sell it for 9,000. I'll be 8 or 8.5 since it is pre-order. And pre-order actually means you're buying it cheaper, but you have to wait for a long time. So you can't put a lot of profit. So the profit on it is usually maybe you buy something for 8K, you sell for 10K, you add extra 2K profit. And since they are bringing their money, not like I'm using my capital, they are paying their money. So it's always cheaper. I will do the pre-order for that item, add extra 2,000. By the time that item would come, the quality will be so high that I can beat my chest that I can sell this thing for 14,000. And nobody will say, oh, it's so expensive. I can sell it well. But because I could not check, touch, or feel the quality, I would put a random price. And by the time it now comes, and I'm like, wow, this is very good quality, I will not be able to say, oh, pay more. Do you understand? Then when it comes and the quality is quite low compared to the price, I would be blamed too. People will say, oh, I don't like the quality. So I cannot see the quality, I cannot control it, but I get blamed for whatsoever happened in the business. So there are times when suppliers will not send complete item, and in that case, I have to refund the receiver, or the receiver has to wait till the next pre-order. Which kindly the like button, this would help you to know this video is valuable and push it out to more people that need to see this content. Thank you. COVID came, and that was when I saw the Shege Pro Max. When my boot was delayed for 5 to 6 weeks, we all thought Shege had come, nothing can happen again. So since then, when I do pre-order, I'll tell people delivery of goods can take as fast as 2 weeks or as long as 6 weeks. Make sure you are not in hurry. So I give them that disclaimer. I'm not the shipping company. Make sure you're not in hurry. Make sure you're not buying it for your wedding. Don't say, oh, my wedding is next month, next 3 weeks, I'm buying now. You now be dragging me and say, oh, I want to do wedding. I used to tell them for about 6, 7, 8 months. In fact, for about a year, everything was going fine. I was still doing the pre-order and it did not come late. But COVID came, and what I did not even think about happened. And that COVID was the time I did pre-order last, and I told myself, never again. This pre-order has took my peace. It makes me panic. I'm scared of a lot of things. I know like I'm making a lot of money in this business, honestly, because you buy for 8K, you sell for 10K. By the time the goods would come, if there's a slight increase, everything's on your neck. People are not willing to pay more money. So COVID came, and I ran into loss, big loss. By the time I made this pre-order, dollar was around 380. Clearing fee was $4 per kg. And 3 weeks after, dollar is now 500. Clearing fee moved from $4 per kg or $4.5 per kg to $7 per kg. If you have ever imported, you would know the impact of what I just said. That means if you are clearing something with 2,000 naira per kg, you may be clearing it with as high as 5,000 naira per kg, extra 3,000. Custom clearing moved from 380 to 500 or 530. By the time I got my charge from the logistics company, I was like, God, what will I do? It was a total loss. If it took my profit and maybe I have 1,000 naira profit left at the end of the day, I will say, oh, I won't do it again. Total loss. So now, make everything worse. The shipping company said they were not collecting naira. Usually, I clear with naira. In fact, I still cleared recently. I carry naira, so I have always cleared with naira for my more than 2 years of importing. If people say you want dollar, how do I want to get dollar? So I called them and I was like, I do not have dollar. And the person was like, there's nothing we can do, madam. That's our new law. We are accepting only dollar. I said, oh my God, what will I do? So I had to call my husband. Then it was my boyfriend that, babe, shipping fee is asking for a dollar. I don't have dollar. So it was like, don't worry, we'll fix it. So he tried to help me get options, and we asked some people that we knew that they had dollar accounts. Some of them said, oh, I don't have money. So that was shy a lot of stories, and what we agreed on was I should send the money I wanted to use it clearing to him. So we will go to all these, this malam, change it to dollar, then go to bank and help me deposit the dollar from the dollar currency. That was what the shipping company wanted. So I sent the clearing money to him. Guess what? They scammed my husband. I can't remember how much he gave them. It's been long, but say he gave someone maybe 150,000. The person changed the money for you, counted it. It was 150,000 in dollar. By the time you got to bank and you wanted to deposit, you can see $90. I hear this thing happen. I did not believe it can happen to me. So by the time I wanted to deposit that money, the money was not complete. So I heard they do this thing with jazz, like juju. You count the money in their presence, it's going to be complete. By the time you leave, you recount the money. Some part of the money would disappear back to them. This is a true life story. I'm not joking, no, because I know I joke a lot. I'm not joking. Omo. He had to use his own personal money. So I wasn't only the one that ran at loss. Even him, he took from the loss. He had to use his own personal money. Now called someone that, please, they have scammed me. I want to change the money. I don't want them to scam me again. Where can I go? That person had to describe somewhere else for him. It's like you're in VI. They said, oh, the plug I have is on the mainland. You have to go back to that trusted plug before money will disappear again. Now go and change it and go back to solve that issue. Before that issue was solved, later that day, I shall carry the goods. I reached out to a lot of customers. I begged them, please, this business is currently at loss with this pre-order. Can you know how much dollar has changed? Please, you'll be adding extra 5,000 naira to your initial payments. Some people will say never. 80% of people actually added money, but that money was not any money for profit. It was just to cushion my loss. Some people said they can never add money, they won't add money and all that. Just give me my product. Some people's charge was 3,000. Some said, me, I only have 154. I can not even add more than 1.5. And it's because I have the fear of God. If not, I have paid you for this good thing full. Whatever happened is none of my business. So some said they can only pay half of the money I told was their charge. Some said I should refund them. I don't even have any money left with me to refund anybody. That's not the worst thing. Shebi, if you say you don't have money and you said, okay, refund me, I can refund you. Refund me 30K. Where will I see 30K? Where? So I got that goods, and I think a week after then was lockdown. The COVID was now more serious and there's lockdown, and you don't even need to tell me don't do pre-order again. That was the last pre-order I did in my entire life. I'm not doing again. So before then, I have been selling small gift items. I have been mixing it with bags and shoes. So I used some of my personal money to buy some gift items. I just focused on my gift business. So I had prayed about it, had some direction on what to do. So I was just working based on direction. That was how I removed my hand. So pre-order took my peace of mind. It made me run into loss. Even my boyfriend had losses, and never in my life. If you've been doing pre-order and you're like, oh, it's smooth, I'm still cashing out, think twice. Because for me too, it was smooth at the beginning. You may also have a good experience too, but a good advice I would give you: don't estimate shipping fee. Always tell them they'll pay for shipping when it arrives. If I had done that when the shipping arrived and it was over the roof, I'll give them their charge. Our agreement is you would pay when the shipping arrive. But I have collected both shipping money, everything money. So if there's a change, it's always hard to tell them to pay more. If you still want to continue doing it, tell them when it arrives, they'll pay for the shipping fee. Another issue is what you ordered and what you got. At times, something would look amazing, the quality is nice. By the time it comes, the quality is bad and you really want to pay for it. Customer will be like, I don't like this quality and all that. Another thing is prioritize. You may have to use your money to fix things at the last hour. I was using a logistics company then, Niger Taxi. So they came and they said, if you do subscription, you can deliver to Abuja with as low as maybe 1,000 or 1 2 or thereabout. So I did a subscription and all that. So some people paid for this Abuja doorstep deliveries, even doorstep. Some people paid for it, and by the time our pre-order would come, Niger Taxi company has closed down. The company is not companying again. I reached out to some clients that, oh, this logistics has packed up. But even me, I lost 3,000 naira to the logistics because it's a monthly subscription. I reached out to one of these people that, oh, we have to use another logistics company, so you have to pay extra 1,500 to get your item delivered. And this lady was so rude, like, I do not care. I have paid you in full, and it includes the delivery fee, so you have to deliver to me. I don't care what you do. I don't care, you have to do it, or else I'll call you out on Insta blog. So the person threatened to call me out, and I was so scared. I had to use my own money. In fact, it was the profit that I made from that item that I had to use. So the whole thing was just super annoying. But that was then. No, now you tell me you will call me out when not like I was at fault, because for this it wasn't my fault. I'll just tell you, please go ahead. Because people still do it now that they pay me for delivery for my gift business. They say, oh, birthday is next month, but I want to plan ahead. Can I pay now? So next month you deliver. Then I tell them, note that if there's an increase in delivery fee next month, you'd have to pay the extra balance. The delivery fee you just paid now is the delivery fee the logistics gave as at the point of making this order. If there's a change, trust me, I'll collect my money. When it comes to pre-order and dropshipping, I would pick dropshipping over pre-order because the risk level is very low. I have this video on how you can run a successful dropshipping business, how to start your dropshipping business and grow it, and everything you need to know about dropshipping. Click here, watch, and enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'll definitely see you in my next video.